I've been seeing this video pop up on my recommended a lot. It's the 7 deadly sins as YouTubers. Let's check it out.
There are 7 YouTubers that perfectly represent the 7 deadly sins, and we'll be talking about all of them, starting with envy. Envy is usually thought of as being jealous of someone else's life or possessions, but taking envy to the highest possible extreme is wanting to physically become someone else.
Ooh.
The YouTuber Oli London's obsession with the K-pop star Jimin is a sad but perfect example of
Bro, I think, people like this are so weird, dude. They're so weird. You're changing your whole face, your whole style, to be somebody that already exists. Like, understand, like, really liking someone, but changing your whole face to try to become them is absolutely insane.
The sin. In October of 2018, the show Hooked on the Look, which covers people who have gotten extreme cosmetic surgeries, released an episode covering Oli, who at the time had spent over $100,000 to look like his idol Jimin. In the episode, Oli discusses his various surgeries, including having all the fatty tissues removed from his chest, reducing the size of his eyelids, and 4 rhinoplasties. The bizarre episode quickly went viral, gaining mainstream media coverage and spreading.
I think I did see this on Twitter. I actually saw this on Twitter. That is actually insane. He married the cutout of the dude too? Swear. Great, right. Insane parasocial, bruh.
Massively throughout every corner of the internet. Overnight, Oli went from a nobody to a somewhat infamous semi-celebrity. On February 2nd, 2019, Oli made his first major move, capitalizing on his newfound stardom, releasing a song called Perfection.
What makes Jimin, dang, they hating on, bro, they cooking him in the comments, bro. It says, what makes, I don't know, whatever the dude's name is, truly beautiful is his personality, warmth, and spirit. This ain't it. So the man you trying to be, you can't even, like, you're not even embodying them fully. That's crazy.
The song was unsurprisingly hated, but
There's a reason I can't say perfection without having horrible flashbacks. Jesus.
What was surprising was that it peaked on number 31 on the iTunes K-pop charts, adding legitimacy to the idea that Oli could turn his infamy into an actual career. The fact of the matter was that Oli was becoming somewhat famous for his erratic personality, but mainly because of his strange obsession with plastic surgery. His addiction may have reached a peak when he released a video titled Being Korean, where he explained that he had fully racially transitioned into an
Oh, brother, get this shit off the airway, bruh. Get this shit off the airway, bruh. Get the racially yeah. Oh my God, people, bruh.
Asian person. The video marked the absolute peak of Oli's popularity, but it also revealed something very insightful about Oli as a person. His addiction isn't necessarily to plastic surgery, but more so the attention he receives from it. Even though Oli may have lost his dignity because of his sin, he still has his freedom, which is something that can't be said of our candidate for pride. The sin of pride is generally understood as believing you're greater than you actually are.
Omni, I don't even know, bruh. Omi, right? Omi. I don't know why I'm saying Omni, but Chad, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking at the auction for one of this nigga's cars. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, his shit got put up for auction. I was in there like, hold on, cause he got some. Man, I was in that motherfucker like, hold on, cause I'll go to Texas, pick me up something real quick, type shit. Who's Omi? Okay, it's gonna explain what he did, but he's in jail. He got put in jail, and like he owes the government or whatever. Like he went to jail pretty much for copyright. He went to jail for copyright because he did some illegal shit. I ain't gonna lie, Omi's probably scammer of the year, bro. Cause like everything, I just sit here and realize everything Omi did besides YouTube was unoriginal as fuck, bro. It was. somebody at the door. It's probably like our Instacart. But it's like him, what he went to jail for, it wasn't shit that he owned. It was copyright. He's also getting sued by Nike because he was using the Air Force One silhouette. And the only reason he started doing that is because he started beefing with the Cool Kai, who was using the silhouette first, and then started making his own sneakers. It was literally bro. Just everything this man did was unoriginal besides his YouTube shit, bro. Hey, nigga, top scam of the year, bro.
Especially when you feel the need to have your greatness affirmed by others. The YouTuber Omi and a Hellcat, whose real name is Bill Omar Carrasquillo, uploaded his first video on May 16th, 2019. The video opens with Omi walking out of his mansion and passing over a dozen of his all-white cars. Considering the fact that at this point he hadn't made any income off of YouTube, how did he get the money that allowed him to afford all of these luxuries? To answer that question,
700 years? Nah, they gave him 5. He was facing a good amount of years, but he only got 5.
We'll also need to answer the question of how pride corrupted a very promising man's life. Omi started the journey into his sin when he discovered that he could make an insane amount of money by jailbreaking and reselling Amazon Fire Sticks.
He was jailbreaking Amazon Fire Sticks and putting like TV shows and shit on there where niggas can watch live TV and not have to pay for it type shit.
And that's how I started making a lot of money. Buying these boxes from Amazon already preloaded and just reselling them for more money. I became a millionaire after a year.
Omi started his next and much more legal venture in 2017, about 1 year after he started selling his Fire Sticks, by creating his own television network called Gears TV.
Yeah.
The network was created when Omi purchased an encoder from China, which he used to strip the encrypted access codes from almost every major cable television provider. He then streamed the cable TV.
This is what he's going to jail for.
Onto his own dedicated servers and offered people access to these servers for a $15 a month fee. This was an insanely good deal for the customer, as paying for all the networks that Gears TV offered individually would cost upwards of $300
That nigga was making bread,
this scheme
bro.
would be what enabled Omi to really start bringing in the money, as it became one of the most used pirated television networks in the world. As Omi's income was really starting to ramp up, he shifted his focus away from the IPTV space and stopped talking about it entirely, likely because he understood that the more money he was earning, the more alarm bells he would raise for the government. Omi's fears materialized when on November 20th, 2019, the FBI raided his property, repossessing nearly all of his assets.
Hey man, I was right in that mom. Looking at the auction like, yo, damn, they auctioned this off for how much? Damn, that's a steal. Hold on. Hey man, gotta get it how you live, chat. Homie.
After the raid, Omi would continue to post on his YouTube channel until March 7th, 2023. He was indicted for his crimes and was ordered to pay tens of millions of dollars to the IRS and the cable companies, along with serving a 5-year prison sentence.
Yep.
The sad part about Omi's story is that it's clear he has big potential, but his towing into pride meant he wanted to take the easy way out to get more money, more success, and more status without having to put in the real hours it takes to achieve those things legally. Even though Omi engaged in criminal behavior, it's always clear how important family is to him.
Nah, he should have also included that shit with Nike, bro. Him and Cool Kai getting sued right now by Nike. I don't know if it got settled or whatever, but literally was making ones, but instead with a check mark, it was with a bolt. Like it was literally, it was bad, bro. It was bad.
Which is difficult to say about our candidate for lust. Countless YouTubers have had their careers destroyed by scandals that involve them acting inappropriately. In a vast majority of these cases,
that's crazy. I just don't understand how you that down bad to where you like, bro. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm gonna say, I feel like I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Corny and weird people are always going to be corny and weird, whether or not they have bread. You can tell who was outside actually gaining social skills and being a regular person, and who was inside and then just ended up making money, bro. These are fucking, this is weirdos that was inside. They was not outside learning how to be a social person, learning to like people their own age. Just, you know what I'm saying? These are weirdos that ended up getting bread and they preyed on it. Like, bro, just go, bro. I don't get it, bro. I just don't understand. Cause like, if anything, the money should make it easier. The money should make it easier. Like, you should already have the social skills needed to like go at, you know, after the people you like of age, of course. But you have no social skills enough to talk to somebody of your age and get them to like you and be in a relationship. I guarantee you a lot of them were not in relationships until they started getting money. And that's the problem right there. You have to rely, it's like you rely on your power and your money to get your relationship. If you wasn't able to get into a relationship without this, oh, you're doomed from the start, because you got no social skills. You're weird. Like, this is why I always preach y'all, go outside. Go talk to people. Go touch grass. You feel me? Right. Money won't change who you are inside. It heightens it because you feel like you can do anything. You're on top of it. You're just weird. You were weird before. You're weird with money. Like, you can tell who had game, who was able to do stuff without bread. I need you to lock in.
YouTubers did not want these scandals to happen and usually lost massive amounts of status and income because of them. So when choosing a creator for lust, I chose someone, while definitely having their fair share of scandals they didn't want, chose to deliberately place themselves in one that would permanently ruin their image for their own financial gain. Adam22 is the creator of one of
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I unintentionally scrolled on Twitter and saw this nigga's wife getting fucked. Who is this? This is a nigga that's pimping out his wife damn near. A lame nigga always gonna be a lame. Oh, for sure. You still lame with bread. Yes. You got the video? Nah, man. I was scrolling on Twitter and I'm like, the fuck am I? And it was back-to-back chat. It was, I scrolled on Twitter. This is why I barely get on that motherfucker now. I scrolled on Twitter. And it was him fucking his wife. I was like, I did not want to see Adam22 sex tape. Scroll, a couple hours later, she's getting fucked by another. I'm like, yo. You said, why am I watching it? Nigga, have you ever scrolled on Twitter and you stop and the video automatically starts playing? I need you to lock in and think about that for a second. That's why you can't open Twitter in public. Sneaker would be proud as crazy. I thought it would be just, nah. Niggas is weird, bro.
The most influential hip-hop podcasts on the internet, No Jumper. No Jumper is an extremely successful podcast and has a bevy of sponsors, merchandise, and YouTube ad revenue. That alone would be enough to make Adam a multimillionaire. But as with most of these YouTubers, enough is never enough.
Yep.
So Adam decided to launch a new podcast, Plug Talk, where Adam and his girlfriend talk to a actress and then engage in certain activities after the show, which can be accessed through a paywall. The Plug.
Oh God, you gotta be the dumbest nigga ever. Yo, he has to be. So is he stupid? You fucked this up? You were interviewing. You have a porn star wife. You were interviewing other porn stars. And then you're getting threesomes with these bitches. And then you was like, all right, let's pivot to somebody fucking my wife. Who does that? You're making money and you're fucking bitches together with your wife. And you pivot to letting another man dick your bitch down? What kind of fucking pivot is that? Like, oh God, Jesus Christ. He had it. You had the bread. You had a wife, a Peace Star wife who was experienced and she was willing to not do. And the thing is, chat, I remember the interview. I remember her interview after she effed the dude. She wasn't having sex with men. She was still doing OF, right? but she was not having sex with men. She was only having sex with women. And then when you were doing the interviews, you would fuck the women together. You were making money. Your wife wasn't fucking other men, and then y'all was fucking bitches together. And then you went and started like, yo. Oh my God, that almost pissed me off. 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 I just can't fathom where the fucking... Right. You had it all. You was able to fuck other bitches with your wife. And make money. And now, boom, your wife is getting... God, I'm sorry. That really just pissed me off. Because, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Plug Talk podcast continued to run successfully for over a year, doing little damage to Adam's reputation, but everything would be turned upside down when his girlfriend Lena posted the following video to her Twitter.
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening.
This would be the first time.
Oh God. And what's crazy is he encouraged her to do it, man. You encouraged her. She was doing OF, she was making her bread, and she was only fucking women. And you said, nah, honey, go get black dick. Oh my God, love that for you. That's such amazing pivot in your career. Are you fucking high? Oh God.
Time that Adam's girlfriend Lena, now fiance and mother of his 2-year-old daughter, was created.
You have a kid? I didn't even know he had a kid. Oh God, that little girl's gonna be ruined. That little girl's gonna be ruined. Bro, the amount of hell she's going to get as a teenager or younger, she's going to hate y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Because not only did this video happen, he was hosting a show like 2 weeks ago. It was a dating show about somebody that was gonna fuck his wife for the next time. Oh my God.
Creating content with another man. On nearly every podcast Adam and Lena went on, they spoke about the decision, always citing monetary gain as the reason they made the choice. But this begs the question, at what point is the monetary gain worth the destruction of your reputation and the sad reality that one day your daughter will find out what mom and dad did even though they were already millionaires?
They were you already had bread. I'm sorry, bro, there's not enough money in the world to just... You know how soul crushing that shit is? That shit gotta be so... To figure out somebody cheated on you is that shit already hurts. It's on the internet. Everybody saw it. It's not... And like...
Adam is still on YouTube, which can't be said for the person who represents wrath. Wrath is pretty simply described as uncontrollable anger, and as many of you have pointed out in the comments, there may not be any YouTuber.
I tried to tune into a LowTierGod stream, and I heard him spew some bullshit ass take within the first 3 minutes of me getting in there. I was like, yeah, I'm gone, and I'm never coming back. I couldn't do it. I just like it was some weird take. It was like, what are you talking about, dude? And it was unsolicited. There was no reason for the take he spewed based off what he was watching. He just let that shit fly. And I was like, oh yeah, never tuning in again.
In this case, ex-YouTuber better to represent uncontrollable anger than LowTierGod, otherwise known as Dylan or Just Dale. Dale created his channel over a decade ago where he primarily posted
Nah, this is a nasty clip.
Comedic skits that included himself and his friends, but his channel would take a wrathful turn when on November 12th, 2013, he posted his first ever semi-viral video. The video was essentially an unhinged rant hating on his fellow YouTuber Boogie2988.
This is a video to some fat on YouTube named Boogie 2988. I'm tired of this fat popping up in all my search engines when I'm looking for a workout video.
Around this time, Dale also began posting.
That's not his fault. What the fuck? That's not his fault. YouTube is recommending him. That nigga was, bro. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy dick suck. I ain't gonna lie. Cause if I'm just posting videos and YouTube is recommending it to you, what the fuck you want me to do about that? Nigga, I'm living my life posting vids.
Gaming content that focused around the game Street Fighter. This game in particular is where he would gain his self-ascribed name, LowTierGod, meaning he chose to play as characters he thought gave their player the biggest disadvantage in matches. While uploading Street Fighter videos, Dale would slowly but surely begin to grow a small but dedicated community. His fanbase at the time would take notice how Dale would never take responsibility for his losses in game, always blaming his loss on unfair game mechanics or his opponent's dishonorable playstyle. Dale also built up a reputation for exiting the match he was in right before he lost, which is against Xbox terms of service. This behavior, combined with his rage-filled Xbox Live messages he sent to players that had beat him, resulted in 3 IP bans by Microsoft over the course of several months, each time forcing Dale to buy a new console so that he could keep creating content. It was also around this time when Dale began attending in-person Street Fighter competitions, and it was at one of these competitions where he faced off against his biggest rival, a fellow Street Fighter player named Viscount. Viscount and Dale met a few months prior in an online match where Dale would end up losing, prompting him to create a video titled Why Most Gamers Are Single, where he used an image of Viscount to
this top tier hating. This actually might be insane. This amount of hating is crazy. Nigga, you lost. Bro, he said, why am I here? This nigga a hater though. Okay.
Demonstrate an unkempt gamer. This rivalry came to a head when a few days after the video was released, Dale and Viscount faced off in real life at a LAN Street Fighter event set up specifically for them. At the match, Viscount completely destroyed Dale, and in his remarks after the match, he delivered the line that would permanently scar Dale's ego and become immortalized in internet history.
There's gonna come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're gonna want to come back at me, and you're gonna want to wash the taste of my out of your mouth.
Damn!
Traumatized by his loss, Dale only degenerated further into wrath until about 10 months ago his account was permanently banned. Even though he's banned on YouTube, Dale has continued to grow his own presence, which isn't happening for—
I think he was banned on Twitch for a while too. Losing a whole YouTube channel gotta suck, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But hey, you can only be negative for so long, you know what I mean? Only be negative for so long. That's crazy though.
For the next YouTuber on this list and our candidate for greed. In YouTube history, there are few creators that come close to having a fall from grace as meteoric as Illuminaughtii did. Illuminaughtii, otherwise known as Blair, was once an extremely respected YouTuber known for creating documentary-style content which aimed to expose greed in big companies and general corruption throughout the world. Ironically, it would be Blair's own greed that led to the views of her once flourishing channel look like the price chart of a dead meme coin.
Boy, oh boy. Chat, this gotta hurt. This was in like a week's span. This is weekly. This was it within that amount of drop within a week is insane. Oh God. Boy, I'd be on the news. Local YouTube star SimbaThaGod has unfortunately, what?
We can actually pinpoint the exact moment down to the minute when Blair's greed triggered the complete destruction of her YouTube career. At 12:35, April 20th, 2023, Blair posted the following tweet.
Not legal lenders broaching my editors to take my video style, and when they didn't give up the info, they literally copied it. And by the way, I have the messages from my editors and found an email from them too. Just change the color from purple to blue, huh? Interesting.
Blair was attempting to accuse fellow YouTuber Legal Eagle of plagiarizing her editing style.
Damn.
A bizarre accusation because the editing technique in question was a simple ripped paper effect along with a basic After Effects highlight. Both
A paper rip and a highlight? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, deserved. Not gonna lie, deserved.
techniques which have been used for years before the Illuminaughtii channel was even created. Following this tweet, an onslaught against Blair was launched.
Damn.
Hold on. Channel was even created. Following this
Turkey tub. I don't know what he's
tweet, an onslaught against Blair was launched, with past collaborators calling her out for some pretty horrible behavior. All in all, Blair lost nearly 400,000 subscribers after her controversy, all because she leaned into greed a little too much, as it's pretty safe to say the Twitter onslaught would have never happened if she didn't try to claim a very basic editing style as her own. Even though Blair receives a fraction of her previous views, at least she still tries to create her own content, which is something you can't quite say about our candidate for Sloth.
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga might be a genius, but this is also the dumbest. Like, bro, he might be. I'm all for work smarter, not harder, right? But this nigga took it to a whole new level. This nigga tried to AI generate all content, like, bro.
As I've talked about before, Sloth is a very difficult thing to assign to a successful creator. Any big creator on YouTube has no doubt put in a massive amount of effort to be in the position they are in. For example, if we look at Mr. Beast, he has giant systems in place that allow him to create his awesome videos on a consistent basis, but Jimmy himself still works day in and day out to create the best content possible. So for Sloth, I chose someone who still works hard, but not with the goal of making the best content possible, but the laziest and most soulless videos possible, entirely motivated by money and money alone. This person is Coupalcop, or Jordy, the once prolific gaming creator who is destroying any legacy he once had with his new mission of churning out fully AI-generated content. Videos, for Jordy, we won't go over his backstory as it isn't relevant to his sin. Just know that after years of grinding, he gained the status as one of the biggest gaming creators on the platform. But after his years of grinding, he informed his audience he was suffering from burnout. As a result of burnout, Jordy began to channel his energies into other ventures, including an NFT launchpad, a video game studio, and a third company designed to create AI-generated content. At first, this AI company would start out minimal by launching a VTuber named Blue. Most of Blue's channel, at least at first, was based on human input, but things would take a darker turn when Jordy posted the following tweet.
After 11 years on the platform, I'm ready to retire as a YouTuber. I've successfully cloned myself and will have AI run my YouTube channel. This is a very open and public experiment, and I'll be the first creator to do this, as far as I know.
On the 1st of August 2023, viewers would see the first version of AI Coupalcop. As expected, the AI video was completely soulless, having none of the charm that the real Jordy has in his older videos. In a quote-unquote response video, Coupalcop AI said it just wants to make people smile, but looking underneath the surface, we can see the true motive is
you know what? And what's crazy is YouTube was pushing that shit too. I never had heard of the nigga before. I have never heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? He might have been a big creator. Cool. I had never heard of him. Right? Until he started pushing his AI shit. And he was just everywhere. And I'm like, who is this nigga using AI in all his videos? Like what is that? What is this about? It was getting pushed to me like crazy. Like it was always in my, and like I can get it being pushed in my recommended on my gaming channel, but it was pushed in my recommended on all my channels. On my reaction channel, on my second channel, on my gaming channel. I was even seeing that shit on Twitter. And I'm like, bro, who is this nigga and why does he keep getting pushed to me like this?
Profit and profit alone. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with having profit as a motive for creating content on YouTube, but the reason why what Jordy is doing puts such a bad taste in the mouth of his audience.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of tough. Nike Tech match in a lamb is tough. Nike Tech match in a lamb is tough. I'm sorry. Hey, I mean, listen, like I said, I'm all for work smarter, not harder. This is crazy, though. It's crazy. I would never, because at that point, it's just like, you know, what the am I going to do? But yeah.
Is because it's obvious that this profit is made using methods that require the least amount of human input possible, giving him his rightful place with the sin of sloth. Despite his slothful practices, we could definitely say that Jordy is successful, a difficult trait to ascribe to our candidate for gluttony. In my original sins video, I selected a YouTuber by the name of Nikocado Avocado for the representation of gluttony. Even though Nikocado and this video's YouTuber are similar in a lot of ways, they do have one key difference: awareness. Love him or hate him, it's important to understand that Nick is a master of the YouTube algorithm and online marketing in general. He has 6 successful channels that bring in millions of views.
Damn. Nikocado Avocado. More Nikocado. Nikocado Avocado 3. Nikocado Avocado 2. Nikocado Shorts. I ain't gonna lie. Hate him all you want. You know what I'm saying? But damn. Nigga got 3 channels past $1 million. 2 of them are close to $1 million. And one is almost at $500,000.
A merch store, a Patreon that's earning him a bare minimum 5-figure income, and a popular Cameo account in which a short personalized video cost $149.
Wow.
To say the least, the man knows what he's doing and does it very well. On the other hand, we have this video's candidate for gluttony, a YouTuber by the name of Foodie Beauty or Chantel. Chantel garners less than 5% of Nick's views, and her only avenues of monetization is the small amount of money she gets from YouTube AdSense and livestream donations. Although similar to Nick, she began her channel making a completely different type of content.
I know the fuck. Yeah, are you lying? Please be lying. Please be lying. Please be lying. Please be lying. Please. Please. Who the fuck is paying for Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans? I'm actually like genuinely concerned. Me? Okay.
Than she posts today, makeup tutorials. But like most gluttonous YouTubers, there would come a point in time when she began to realize that eating food in front of the camera led to more views than whatever kind of content they were creating previously. For Chantal, this moment came when she uploaded a video on February 16th, 2017 with a description reading, "This is my first ever mukbang." After seeing the success of this video compared to her previous beauty content, Chantal decided to gradually make her entire channel focused on eating excessive amounts of food. These mukbangs, combined with her oversharing, led her channel to slowly build up an audience of hate watchers that begin to meticulously analyze and track all aspects of Chantal's life, relationships, and eating habits. A chart was even made outlining her cyclical pattern of behavior around attempting to lose weight, which was aptly named the Chantal cycle. In the first stage, Chantal
they named a cycle after her?
realizes she wants to lose weight and makes a big announcement about it on her channel. The announcement would be followed by her favoring healthy food choices and smaller portion sizes during mukbangs. The second stage is marked by Chantal admitting she was binge eating again off camera and warning viewers that if they made any negative remarks about her, comments would be disabled. In the third stage, she disables comments and video ratings, returning back to massive portion sizes and fast food binges once again. In the fourth stage, Chantal makes an emotional video where she explains she's been going through a lot and says she's been thinking about starting a new diet, and then re-enables comments. The especially sad thing about Chantal and her channel is that out of all the gluttonous YouTubers we've covered so far, she's been the least effective at monetizing her sin. On the bright side, Chantal does seem a lot more happy recently as she's moved to Kuwait with her new husband and converted to the faith of Islam. Despite these positive changes, her gluttony has shown no signs of slowing down.
Hey man, that's actually kind of crazy. 7 deadly sins as YouTubers though. It makes sense. I would definitely check out the other one.